Yay, here we are, all of us beautiful ladies. I've been missing you.
I know. I love you. I'm loving seeing all of your faces. It's like a breath of fresh air, isn't it?
Yeah.
Totally. It's like, make time for this meeting. We're going to be on it. Everybody else, go away.
Exactly. And I don't know about yeah,
I have not seen that
Joanne.
girl. And I have been like so delinquent on Facebook. I'm sure you guys have been like, Lisa's like nowhere. Like nowhere right now.
I hear ya. I hear
I'm
ya.
working
It's
my
been,
ass off actually. So I just don't want to be distracted by distractions.
Totally. So let's get this kicked off.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm coming in loud and clear, but I'm on my phone.
You are coming in loud and clear.
Well, the kids are out at the pool with their nan, which is awesome. But yeah, I don't know about you ladies, but as I've been writing this segment for this book, it's just reignited that connection that we all have and how powerful it is and how important it is, and letting these words come from our fingertips and really putting everything that we've experienced together on paper, well, not paper figuratively speaking, but putting it on paper and putting it out there and letting it out. It felt really, really amazing. So I was really excited to jump on the line with all of you because I know that you're feeling the same thing because we're all
have a question.
contributing. Yeah, for sure.
Well, okay, so I know some of us have been, we're trying to squeeze all this into our summer. I know I had like some weird snafu where I wrote a bunch, like a couple pages, and then something screwed up with my Pages program, and I started reading in the forums and realizing that there were two versions and that you couldn't access the old version with the new version. I don't know what went on, but needless to say, I have to start fresh, just not with, because I have so much content, it just needs to be put back in one place. But what my question is sort of like, okay, we're all doing our little separate projects, our chapters, but I think what would be cool would be to, and I think Marisol or maybe Terry was going to do this at some point, getting everything to Terry and having her edit and just making sure that all of the writing made sense and all of that. But what my question is sort of, I feel like everybody's going to come at this in such a different way. And then even though we all have a loose guideline, it would be interesting to see, like, how did Layla structure hers? How did Joanne structure hers? And then maybe be able to go back again and fine tune, because maybe Layla put something in, or maybe Sheena did something and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I want to touch on that too. And I feel like maybe we could have some kind of a communal editing, not editing, but just viewing or something, where we get to see what each other is doing and respond, add, suggestions. I know I'm really I'm very open to critique and suggestions, and I always appreciate it from you guys as well. And I know I'm a good writer, blah blah blah, but it's not so much that as just, I don't want like one of ours to be really like off one tangent and then someone else goes into some other tangent, which may be good, but we want it to have a sense of congruency and community. And if everybody's, I don't know, just in order to just keep us in the same structural, I'm talking more like structure, not so much content.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
just,
totally.
I don't want to be surprised. I don't want to be like, publish this book and then see Layla had something that either could have been done differently or I could have done something differently and then kick myself. I want to see what everybody's doing and then be able to sort of, be a part of it that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and we all help each other, right? And we are all open to ideas and criticisms, if you would say them, but really suggestions and input. Really,
right.
We're always looking for feedback. So when we can work together on this project and have input of each other, I think that in itself is a really powerful statement for a women's group, is that we are open to taking the ideas of others, and you don't get offended by it. You don't get intimidated by it or nervous or scared, we have this open forum. We've created this community for that reason exactly. So I think that's a great idea. And I would love to see what you guys are writing as well, and give some input. Have my genius of a husband. He's going through mine right now. He's like, we need to make this into a sales letter. We need to make this into a Facebook ad, right?
Dude, I'm like the same way. Like, I start spewing all this content, and then because of the stuff I'm working on right now, it's like it's so relevant, to pushing your story out. Because my whole outsourcing product that is really close, you guys. It's getting really, really close. It's getting super dialed in. It's going to be an awesome product, and of course, my story comes along with the product. And and it all comes into play and stuff. So, so how should we do it technically? Should we? Should everybody put their story into Google Drive, and then we can have?
Someone's really loud.
That's Layla.
Sorry, it was the ice maker.
Oh, okay.
Ice machine. We could do
if everybody does a Google Drive document, and then
Either that.
What do you think, Barry?
Well, when I just did this compilation one recently, we were in a Facebook group together, and we just uploaded our book as a file.
As a file, yeah, that's a good idea too.
As a file, and then people could view it. They couldn't edit it. It was actually really lovely, like you say, what other people had done as well, and just get those ideas bounced around a little bit and have some sort of sense of I'm on track with the level, the level of what it's going on, and just the intention of it, because I think it's going to be great. We're all coming from different angles, but to kind of have this sense that it's going to all fit together.
Right, we want it to gel.
So we could just do that. We could either upload it. We could upload it to, I guess, the elite group if we're happy for other people to see it who aren't doing the book. It might actually inspire others to step
I think
up
that would be a good idea.
Contribute a chapter.
So is it what kind of document?
And to understand.
Is it just a Word, or are we going to upload a link to Drive, or what are you guys
No,
going to do?
I think we'd just probably even just save it as a PDF and upload it like that, so people can read it, but it's not something like. And then you can just delete that and upload the new one if you've fiddled with it or whatever. But maybe even still send me the editable one so that I can put it into the layout and the format, and obviously everyone will get to still change things as they need to. But so that I can still start to actually compile it.
I think that would be helpful for me to be able to, I don't know about you guys, but it would be helpful for me to read others and just be like, okay, it's just good to get a baseline. I think that's going to be great. Yeah, and okay, so we'll just do it in the admin group. And
the elite. It's the elite group.
The elite, I'm sorry. Okay.
And then we'll also do a Google Drive as well. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just to have that constantly available to be edited and changed as we have new ideas and input from other people.
For sure.
So,
I do too.
Candace, I wanted to hear from Candace, because I know that she's been definitely spearheading and keeping everyone this on the top of everyone's mind, because I know sometimes we need that, right? We need someone to be like, okay, let's get this done. And her and Sheena have been amazing. I love you, ladies. You're awesome. And so I just wanted to hear from Candace some ideas. If you're seeing this on YouTube or you're seeing the replay here and you're like, what are they talking about? We're talking about the upcoming ebook, the collaborative work of genius that is going to be going out online. And I just know that if we can really portray the personal breakthroughs, the personal shifts and changes that we've all experienced, if we can get that out there, it's definitely going to create a lot of ripples in a lot of people's lives. I want to hear from Candace just where you see things at and what we can do to push this forward and to get the ball rolling.
Well, I definitely put Terry in the helm of it, because she is just awesome, especially because they just did that compilation of their ebook. And so with her at the helm, I feel like she can really navigate this well because I have no idea. I'm still learning about ebooks. And I'm just
Isn't that awesome though, that concept of collaboration? Like, okay, someone has just done it. Let's plug in to exactly what they've done and take their knowledge. It becomes our knowledge, and suddenly we're able to fast track this forward.
All over it.
absolutely.
All over.
All
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah, we're excited, Terry, for you to duplicate, and that's what it's all about, right? Once you do it once, you can duplicate the systemized process, and now it's all about injecting us into the pages of this amazing book. So take it away, ladies.
Terry, do you have something to share real quick?
I guess it's around time frames. Is that a sense of, I mean, really, yeah, we're just wanting to get, because there's just, I guess, a process of, you know, once we've got all of your amazing stories together to, yeah, obviously kind of tie it all together, layout, format, kind of get it into a shareable space, which takes a bit of time, and then sort of a little bit of a pre-launch period, and then the launch itself. So, you know, Candice and I were looking at what's realistic in terms of what's going on, because we're just about to be going over to the event, or some of us are. So we're thinking, yeah, to have everyone's back within, you know, by the end of July, so that we can then, once I get back from the event, really focus on getting that layout ready and ready to go.
Well, I'm going to try and definitely get it before then, because I'm leaving for Alaska right at the end of July.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're focused on launching in August. We haven't set a date.
Yes. So as soon as possible, if we can get first drafts up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That
then
would
we can tweak.
Yeah, then we can have a skeleton. We can understand what we're working with. And if you're watching this and you haven't done it yet, don't be discouraged and say, "Oh my God, I'm just finding out about this," or "I didn't know," or "I really want to be a part of it." Don't be discouraged, because you can put together a chapter. You can really put focus time and do it. I've been doing it just with like a few minutes here, an hour nap here, and, you know, putting bits and pieces and then putting it all together. So ladies, find the time, steal the time, because it's definitely a valuable resource that you're going to be able to leverage later on down the line. So
I have actually a question.
Want to be involved.
Another question with regards to content. I know you've put out a really nice outline, Candice and Terry. Are we putting images in our chapters?
We're going to just do one image at the end, just the profile picture.
Perfect. Okay, so we need a profile picture?
Just a sec. I would say, yeah, we have a little image at the end with the profile pic, but I think also under the heading, it's really nice to have an image that just really brings it to life. So that's my take anyway. I know we haven't talked about that, Candice, but...
What under the heading? What?
Well, some kind of image. I think it's great to have image, you know, an image in the text. So
are you talking about the chapter title?
Yeah, like what kind of image? Are you talking something branded? Are you talking something like family? Like, what are you thinking?
Like a Superwoman header type thing?
Or like a diagram, or a...
No, I mean...
something representing...
Yeah, I don't think we need to kind of decide whether there's going to be any images or no images at this point, but I think it was great. In ours anyway, we had the heading, and then there was an image underneath that, not a logo, not anything branded to anyone particular. It was just an image that kind of captured the essence of whatever that chapter was about. So
each Superwoman is a chapter, so...
Like a symbol?
Yeah, just like a chapter. So let's see if I can get even upload the copy of our book and just show you, you know. But it was just like someone's phone's totally ringing. Okay.
That'd be cool to have, just to be able to see.
Yeah, but I think some imagery does bring it to life, and it's more,
yeah.
you know,
Well, that's, you know, me. I'm all visual girl. That's why I was bringing that up. I was gonna say, I mean, if you wanna table that discussion until you show us what you were gonna show us, and then maybe we come forth with size parameters, whether it's going to be a
absolutely,
banner
all of that.
or that kind of thing. So, and that's obviously dressing on the cake. So, we can definitely, it's just something I was curious about. And then also live links. Are we doing live links, or what do you guys? Because I remember we had talked about that last time.
Yeah, no live links.
No live links. Not even. You don't even want to do the About Me page link.
No, you can have your so we're not doing any live links.
We're going to just do
you can
reach me at my blog page or my website, but that's about it.
Well, that's what I'm saying, is that everybody could, what I have is that About Me. Everybody could make an About Me page, about.me.
Yeah.
Go in and make an about.me page. It's clickable if it's in an ebook. Right?
I'll check what ours look like, but I think the intention was at first just to, because we're not trying to, we're just wanting to create this this book of inspiration and transformation and sharing our stories, but not so much, yes, so that people can follow up with us, but also just so that we feel really comfortable to share it around and not feel like everyone's got this full-on sales thing.
Well, that's why I suggested the About Me link, because it's not salesy. It's more like a business card. It's more like, you can create it looking however you want, but it doesn't have anything to do with anything other than here's the way to get in touch with me and here's all my links.
I do agree on that point, because with the book that I was reading with the compilation of women also, it was just saying you can reach me at this website. Yeah. And that was what I thought we were going to do. But I thought the live link was more of like, the Capture Me style. But that's what we didn't agree on, but more
of like... I
wasn't
thinking about that. Yeah.
Okay. But
no, I wasn't thinking of turning into sales link. I was thinking more of how do you get in touch with me. Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Perfect. That's what we were kind of talking about.
That's the About Me. That's the About.me site that I was talking to you guys about.
And I was also seeing
it's like an about the author sort of idea.
Yeah, that's why I just think it's a cool way to do it. And then if everybody had an About Me page, then it would look very consistent.
I like that. I like that idea.
Because it's free. It's not spammy. It's very clean looking.
And then it's congruent.
And then everybody says, hey, look, just check me out About.me. Lisa B Network is me, and then if you guys create your own pages, they're really slick. They're really nice.
Cool.
So, yeah.
That's a good idea.
With the About Me, it doesn't need to be long at all. It just needs to be like very short, concise. Like, here I am. This is what I do, and then this is where you find me. So literally, just a small paragraph would do, so that.
No, sweetie. About.me is the site.
Oh no. I'm just saying, like in the book itself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just having a one paragraph for like speaking in third person, like Candace is an intuitive life coach. Gotcha. You can find me here at my blog site. The end, kind of thing.
Okay.
And a few little accolades, but just to kind of keep it more about the book than about us.
Yeah, like Lisa Burnham, blah, blah, blah. Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
Were there any other questions that anybody else had that was on the line? I don't know if Joanne's still on the line, but I know she had to run. So, Joanne, did you want to say anything? Are you still there?
I see her.
No.
Around.
Yeah, there you are.
She's there.
Hi, Joanne.
Oh.
Oh, we lost her.
I'm wondering if she's going to share her chapter with us. I haven't heard from her if she's in or not.
Oh, she'll be all over it. Okay, how about any of the other ladies? How are things coming along? Did you have any questions? Anything that you wanted to voice about this project?
I think we all need to get mics for sure. Whoever wants to.
Are you talking about podcast?
You're talking about the podcast?
Oh, wait, isn't that what we're talking? Isn't this all?
Oh, we're just going to stick with the ebook right now.
We were just talking about the ebook right now.
So you're putting it up on
Amazon?
Are you loading it into that Amazon ebook creator thing? Or will you be? Is that what you're going to be doing? Carrie?
I'm not sure about that exactly. I need to just double check with the.
Because I did find that ebook uploader connecting to Amazon, and I was playing around with it, and I'm just wondering if that's what you guys are doing, because I guess that's how you do it through Amazon.
Yeah, I just need to double check that level of detail with the main woman who was the strategy of the.
Okay, well let me know, because maybe I can help you with the parameters of the cover, because I think that was one of the things that I noticed was finicky in that program, was the way the cover fits onto the specific size that you choose. So let me know if you want
First, we need a title. What's our title?
Yeah, we do.
We can't
we
have
hash
a
one out right
graphic
now?
without a title.
Our title be the Superwoman Connection?
I don't
Well,
know. I
Superwoman
think that
Connection,
we need to have something juicier than that.
Yeah, we need like a whole.
Like have a title and then like a little tagline?
Like a subtitle?
Yeah.
Do we want to put empowering in the title?
Well, it could just be like Superwomen Connection presents.
Yeah.
And then the
Shocking
actual
secrets of successful women.
Say what you were saying. Wait, Cheryl, say that.
Shocking secrets of.
Or do you want something along the lines, kind of like Chicken Soup for the Soul, or
Chicken Soup for the Soul?
Shocking secrets is too risque for this.
I know.
Not that I don't like that, but more something like the real stories of the real superwomen or something like that.
The real superwomen of something, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Real stories of real life superwomen and how they made their superwomen connection or something like that.
or like Real Women, Real Results, or something.
Say that. What'd you say?
Okay,
Tina?
this is something we're gonna have to.
Real Women, Real Results.
Yeah, I like that too.
I think we should also create a post about it so that we can kind of just get ideas listed in the comments. So eventually.
Well, I think also in that same vein,
that's a great idea.
In that same vein, Candace, when we figure out our title and our tagline, I think what would be nice for all of us, since we're marketers, to come up with some copy that is relevant to our book, so that we can create a document that maybe gives us some headlines and some copy that we can refer to, and that kind of thing might be cool, just to have as a go-to document for ourselves,
We'll definitely have a launch package sort of put together so that when we do launch the book and when we put it out there, we'll have copy that women can use and some marketing stuff for sure.
Yeah, so that needs to be kind of one of our departments, I guess. And then when we figure out the cover and the imagery, then there's gonna, like I said, when you're loading up the ebook stuff into the ebook program loader thing, it's very finicky about sizing, and I only kind of messed with it once, so it looks like, maybe Cheryl or whoever sort of the graphic-y crew is, we can kind of work on that together. Maybe Cheryl and I want to work on that together or something.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be fun.
I was thinking for the title too, and we might be able to figure out a good title after reading each other's stories.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, how about too? Is we all
sort of
we all
how we
kinda,
feel, and we also have to think about our avatar, right? What problem is this book solving for who, and understanding that.
Well, I think also really, really tuning into the whole superwoman, superpower concept here is kind of going to be our hook, because we've really, that's our brand, that's what we're, pushing towards, and having superpowers, and I think that is going to, really draw people in, how these regular ladies created superpowers, or whatever, whatever the tagline is. I think it should be really, connect. Hi, Bee!
Say hi.
She's growing so quick.
Gorgeous girl.
Say hi.
Hi.
Are you having a water day?
Hi.
Baby.
You have to talk into here. Say hi. Hi.
I was going to say, too, that maybe we all can sort of work on some titles and some taglines and some stuff on our own, and then we can come together again and throw each other's out there and vote or see who likes what.
Yeah, that's why we're going to post a
and then people
post and then, a thread in the Facebook group.
Okay, so let's set a deadline for our first drafts then, that we
Okay,
can
so
have
title-
them up. You guys are going to be back. When are you going to be back, Terry?
Title ideas, tagline.
I'm back the 5th of August.
The 5th of August.
So
Okay.
we put a new deadline. We put a deadline for the 27th.
That's perfect. I get home from Alaska on the 8th, I think.
Okay, well, then let's keep the deadline for the 27th.
Yeah.
Of July.
For the first draft.
Yeah.
Of July.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And I mean, the sooner we can get them up, we can still be
back,
getting feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to be pulling from each other as well for inspiration and all of that.
Yeah,
so
that sounds
they'll be changing a lot.
That sounds really
But
good.
if we can get
so
it
let's
up,
put it up in
that
a
would be
Google
nice.
for that date. And then we'll post it. We'll post it in the Facebook group, in the Elite group later on, maybe when we have some edits.
When does everybody go to When does everybody go to Vegas? Is it? I know it's right before I leave for Alaska.
I'm leaving next Friday. I get there a few days
on the 29th.
Beware of the heat.
Roommates.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Remember, beware of the heat, you guys. Freaking brutal out there. It's like 100 degrees everywhere right now.
Lovely.
Except for my city. It's perfect here.
Toronto's not that hot either.
Oh, that's cool.
No, it's nice though.
Yeah, it's just good.
Oh, that's good.
Oh,
that's
you guys
nice.
want to see the boy? Yeah, you have to see
Yeah!
the boy.
Yes, please.
Hi, bud.
Oh, wait,
hi.
I gotta be
What are you doing down there?
Oh,
Say hi.
Hi,
Hello.
Is he sleeping?
You
No,
wanna
he's
go in there?
awake.
No.
Hi, girly and boy.
Oh, so nice.
Oh,
Give him a kiss.
Help her
Give him a
big
kiss.
sister.
That's it.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So we'll keep the 27th for our first draft. If
That's
anybody has any questions or you haven't started yet or you want some direction, there's posts up in the group that we can get you directed to so that you can have, the outline and kind of what we're looking for, because we want you guys to participate. We want to, we want tons of these stories. We want tons of these. We could have a first edition, second edition, third edition, fourth edition. It's never ending. So definitely get on that, get plugged in. Ladies, anything else to chime in other than let's do this?
No, let's wrap it up. Let's just do a recap really quick.
That's good.
So uploading drafts to Superwomen Elite
In
file
PDF.
section in PDF form. Also, we're going to attach into a drive so that people can have access. And what I was going to say, too, is that if you keep your drive document editable, what people can do is down at the very bottom, maybe, of your document, you can allow for notes or something like that. So maybe when you upload your document in Drive, then create a little, say, notes here or something right at the bottom. And then if anybody wants to say something, great job, or here's a suggestion, then they're not red marking all over your document. You're just putting sentences down below. Does that sound like a good plan?
Good plan.
Okay, so cool. And then we're emailing Terry also our drafts. In what form are we emailing them to, Terry?
Just in editable, just
document. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you guys have Pages?
I have Pages. So Pages.
Do it in Pages, okay?
Yeah.
Good. All right. And then let's see, links. Oh, profile image, and we're going to come back with a discussion about chapter images for each person. We need a third-person paragraph about me, and we're looking for title ideas from everybody. And our first draft deadline is July 27th. And did I leave anything out?
Perfect.
Okay. And perfect. Yay.
Perfecto.
Yay!
Anything else, Candace?
Well, I just wanted to talk about the podcast, but maybe that can be another hangout.
No. Hit us.
Let's do it.
What
Let's
have you
do
got?
it. Yeah. Only 12:30.
Okay.
Go for it.
So the podcast is pretty much ready to rock and roll. We just need some scheduling as well as finding out who has mics and who's ready to start doing some recording. And from you, Layla, if you have intros and outros together.
Yep.
And if that's the case, then we can. I've also can start up the Libsyn, but that's until we get all of the episodes together, because we want to make sure that we get enough episodes out there so that we become noticed on New and Noteworthy, which means on iTunes we have this free avenue of sharing who we are and getting a lot of subscribers and downloads possibly.
How many episodes do we need?
I believe it's 7. Is that correct, Sheena?
Yeah, I
That's
think
it?
7. So, but
7
we're 3 times a week, right?
Right.
Yes.
And then have we decided what we're doing with old episodes? I know you just posted that. Are we putting up the 10 best, or?
Well, that's where Trisha Lee is going to be. That's where we're going to offer the best 10 as a free giveaway.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want to thank Alicia and Sheena and Candace for posting their list, and I just put in both the chats the link to put your top 10 list on the thread for the rest of you that haven't done it.
I promise you I will do that.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
As a assignment, create a top 10 list.
Of our favorite calls ever.
Yes. And so, just basically we just need to know who's going to be speaking and when, so we can figure out just a schedule so we can
start. Of course, my
getting...
favorite calls are the ones that I did.
And we want everyone to have a microphone, right?
Yeah.
We all have to get a mic for this so that it sounds good.
I've got my son's snowball I can abscond with at any moment. It's upstairs, so I can grab it anytime.
Yeah, because it does make a huge difference. If you don't have a mic, it's really difficult to hear. I've listened to several other podcasts, and it's like, huh?
Oh, bummer. Yeah, I've got the snowball. I don't know what I saw Sheena got one.
Yeah, and so the things that I know is, we want Meditation Monday, so I'm assuming, Layla will be creating the first episode 000, and then maybe myself and Terry will do another Meditation Monday, and then we have Sheena and Greta doing some book clubs, so maybe they can run 3 episodes there, and then I guess the Strategy Wednesdays. I'm not sure about Joanne Pham and SWC. I haven't heard anything from them, so...
I would definitely jump in on anything for Wednesdays.
Right.
So. Wednesday was it's different people every week, right?
Yeah, it's sort of not really defined yet, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're going to rotate everything.
You want to have...
and then maybe we might want to figure out the flow of the show and how long it should be. If it's like 15 minutes, half an hour, and it's more topic.
How long are Justin's?
I think Justin's about half an hour. 15 minutes, half an hour is probably the best.
Yeah.
So around that time frame.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of quick. Like, you want to really have your notes and really be... Yeah. I know whenever I do a Superwoman call, I always kind of really prep the night before, especially if it's really content that you want people to follow along with. And if you're really keeping with your agenda and your content, you're going to just be able to roll through it so much more comfortably and without getting sidetracked. But are you guys feeling like you want to get some kind of a duo that can do some hosting? Because I'd be willing to partner up with somebody else if they want to do some kind of a hosting thing, and then we introduce people, or we do the call, or if you're feeling like Joanne and Sue want to do it sometimes, but then we have another crew that's in there. I'd be happy. Yeah,
I actually do like a duo style, just because it shows like all these women are involved and that we're kind of interacting with each other.
I like the host idea where we introduce an expert, because then we're able to edify and build up their credibility just by introducing them. And then there's that consistency factor as well, where they get to know a certain voice. They're like, oh yeah, it's Layla's introducing a new meditation expert this week.
And it's fun. I think it's also just more fun, just to have sort of more people.
And the tag team effort always works well, because you never know when you need somebody to have your back.
Right. Yeah, so that's basically the thing to move forward with podcasts, is to have people have their mics and basically doing an episode.
Yeah.
So where do you film? Where do you record it? Like, how do you guys do it?
So that's where I put it on the Facebook group where we were talking about. You can record it on Adello if you have Adello. You can
but we have an Adello account. through
We do.
Cindy, right?
We do, but she just messaged me and said she doesn't know if she wants to turn it over to us because then she wouldn't be able to use it. However, it is only $97 at this moment, so it's $200 off, so it's not
So, Layla, would you be willing to grab that account for us? And then if we want to, you know, if we're starting to get residuals from the Amazon, from the ebook or something, we could reimburse you or something like that. But if we could get our own Superwoman Connection account at Adello, then we could all go in there and record. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. And basically, it's a great page builder also. So, like, when we have our podcast and we have the content from the podcast, we can create, like, call to actions plus putting, like, a capture page on the Adello, which is, it's super easy. And I looked at it last night, and it was really awesome. And we can tag it onto the website. So,
sweet. Yeah, I think anything that makes it easier, that simplifies the process, is definitely worth our investment for sure.
This will make it a lot easier. So
I think so too. I think if Layla, you could swing that, that would be so awesome for all of us.
I can send the link, Layla, if you like.
Yeah, man, send it to me. Is it an affiliate link? Is it an affiliate product?
So
you can just grab it out of Cindy's.
Interesting.
Yeah, so Sheena and I just both purchased it, so Sheena, by all means, go for it.
So wait, so Sheena and Candace, now you guys have your own Adello accounts?
Yeah, because we're doing our own podcast.
What are you guys doing podcasts on?
Is it only good for one?
There's commercial. You can have like some, like, I think there's up to 7 users you can use. But I don't know if it's kind of. I'm not sure how it works if you have more than one user.
No, I meant like more than one podcast account.
I don't know that. We can check that out.
So it's each account is its own podcast.
No, I think each account is just its own user.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, well, let us know.
Yeah, if anything, if we can, then I would definitely be willing to share mine and see how that goes. It only because our podcast isn't quite yet ready, but I'll look into it before we say yay on that, just so.
Well, it sounds like it would be better to keep everything separate, just so it's a little more organized for everybody.
That would work too.
Just because if like say Candace takes a break on it or something, and other people pick up the mantle, then we don't want Candace's account to get all muddied up, especially if you're going to start doing your own thing. It's similar to what Cindy was saying.
Right. Okay.
If we kept it SWC only, we have we've got the email for SWC too. So and we're as we are our own entity, and as we become more and more of our own entity, I think it just becomes smarter to have everything clean and less muddied up with everybody else's stuff.
And then the great thing about it is we can have a resources page and people can buy it off of there.
Oh yeah, for sure. We could definitely leverage it to anyone, learn how we created this ebook or
absolutely. I was totally
how to brand yourself with a podcast or whatever.
Yeah, I was totally thinking that. Absolutely.
Yeah, $97 is definitely not breaking the bank. All right, ladies. Well, let's really work on a schedule then, and I think we should start with going with trainers from the boot camps for. Just reaching out to them and saying, hey, do you want to be on the schedule? We're doing this right now. We're going to be launching our podcast. We want you to be involved. I don't think anyone would say no. I think they'd all be definitely keen to get on the books.
So like those boot camps we did from the past, or?
Yeah, like when I'm thinking of strategy, I think of obviously not all of the women from the boot camps of the past, because some have gone on to do different things and some are not involved anymore, but some of them are still kicking. And I know Cheryl, Lisa, going into a lot of the technical know-how, and Alicia totally blew it away. Marisol, that's just when I'm thinking of boot camp trainers.
I mean, I'd love to revisit some of my branding lessons.
Yeah. Lynn and Sue has some good stuff too, especially with video.
Totally. So who wants to be in charge of managing that schedule?
Well, you know what? I can jump on that, because I would like to sort of do some hosting. So that would be a good way for me to, you know, be part of it, and then also, and if someone else wants to join me.
So we'll just make it. Will we just make a calendar in the Google and
yeah,
then?
I think just a calendar. That would probably be easier, and then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then each episode, basically, we want to do it just how like we've been doing the daily teleseminar calls. Is like introduce ourselves, or like who we are, and then end with a call to action, like subscribe to our podcast, download this episode so you can listen to it again anywhere you want, just because that's what's going to build the momentum of the podcast.
Well, what you can do is have different intros and outros as the call to action, and that will be the call to action. It's like, hey, welcome to the Superwoman Connection, where you can listen to us 3 days a week. By the way, check out
we can write it out. We should write it out, and then everybody has it in front of them, and then you need to write out the call to action. That's gonna give us that consistency. And when we come up with some taglines for the book, even for the ebook, I mean, if you listen to any of these podcasts, even someone like Justin, you know, he's got some other guy doing the intro, which would be Layla, right, doing the intro, and then he dives in. And then another cool thing that Justin does, which I was thinking would be great for especially the Wednesdays, not the meditation or the book club, but on days when we have an interview to do, like Justin has about 4 or 5 very specific questions that he always asks every single person. So we should come up with our own questions that are our standard questions, so that when someone comes onto the podcast, we're going to be able to say, hey, these are the questions I'm going to be asking you, and then you can dive into your story. But I think that could give it this nice formula and congruence and just continuity about the format, so that it really feels like a show, you know?
Yeah, that's what Sheena's creating right now, so she's doing really good with her questions. So, yeah, we can even create a post
Sheena,
title
if you're working on that, could you also, I think it's really important for someone when they say, yes, I want to be a part of it, for them to get sort of that outline of, okay, this is what you need, this is what you have to do, and as far as the interviewer or the guest trainer, how does that work with if they don't have a microphone or whatever?
We would tell them to get one.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
It's a requirement. Just say it's a requirement.
Because the one they can get is like $30. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, if they really want to be on a podcast and sound good, they're gonna pay the money to buy a microphone. That's it. I mean.
I think you're right.
It's an investment they have to make on themselves if they want that.
Because we're at a certain level. We're trying to stay there, and you know, we don't want them to be all muffled when you're sounding amazing.
And we'll just get
it's a professional
affiliate link for them to buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
you could give them we could do like a really nice intro package kind of thing, where if you want something like, if you want to be interviewed, if you want to be part of the Superwoman podcast,
like an
application. Right. Like here's ABC.
The requirements, and then we just need to flow the interview. It's like, well, what's the topic, and
there should be a pre-interview really.
And then like kind of like a lightning round question, like, so what 3 things would you tell someone who just started?
Exactly. Perfect. Yeah. Exactly. What superhuman power?
Superwoman power. Yeah. What superwoman power would you suggest somebody, or something like that?
What's your superwoman name?
Superwoman, like lightning round or something like that.
Yeah.
So when are we looking? What's our launch date on this? Our projected potential
sometime
launch
next month, right?
Either next month, August, or beginning of September. Just because there is still a lot of kind of loopholes we have to work through, and if we can get all the ladies creating the episodes, then I can start, and then we can upload that into Adello and get the content, and then having a resource page so that we can start monetizing on this stuff. So there's a little bit of behind the work scenes that needs to be done before it all can launch. But
my 2 cents is that we wait till September, we get the ebook settled, squared away, finished, and set, and chunked out and then podcast.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's good because it's good in that order because then we have, sorry, am I muted? No. Then we have a giveaway, also another call to action that we can use throughout the podcast of something we can talk about, you know, this incredible new book that we're putting out there. So yeah, okay, that sounds good. I think that would be a good idea.
Plus, August is always such a weird month. I know everybody has just so many different things, you know, and everybody starts school at different times, and then by the time September rolls around, everybody's back in their seats, back in their, you know, fall feeling, and it's a great beginning of time anyway. So it would be a fresh.
We want to be hitting the ground running though, come September, ready to launch.
That's what I mean too.
So yeah,
all our ducks.
We'll get the episodes ready before then, end of August or so, and everything uploaded. But yeah, literally as soon as possible. So ladies, get your cameras or get your microphones. Sheena and Candace got the links where you can buy them from. And
I'll
get this rocking and rolling.
Or maybe we can start creating like a resources page on the Superwoman site.
Do you guys want to create a podcast group, or do you want to just keep all the in our admin group?
The admin group is okay.
Admin's good. We don't need any more groups.
I know.
No more groups.
It's true. It's true.
And
Forget
then,
I even suggested it.
last but not least, I know this will probably be eventually, but I was speaking to Andy and Alicia about creating like an advertisement for the podcast, kind of like what we did with the blogging boot camp. That kind of where they're compiling different stories of like what we're excited about and that we're going to be starting a podcast. So I have Andy and Alicia kind of looking into that just so that.
Now, when you say an advertisement, what do you mean?
You know how what we did with the
like some promotional videos and marketing content and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, like just our name, who we're from, and like say I am a Superwoman or something.
Oh yeah, like a compilation of all of us.
Yeah, I still have everybody's little testimonial from the bruncheon and stuff. So
and then
putting that together for you, Andy.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be in Vegas. We can do like a small video and like just have everyone just go around with a camera and screaming and stuff.
But for this, you're saying we should do a nice, tight, everybody their own little. Hey guys, Superwomen are having a podcast. We're so excited. And
well, just kind of like how Layla structured it last time. It was like, you know, here's the script, say this so that we can like plug it in pieces. And that's where Andy said she would be able to compile it all together.
For sure.
That'd be fun. Yeah, and then that also brings our continuity together as well.
It's just like a 3-liner thing, right? It's like I'm this, I'm from whatever, and I'm a Superwoman or something.
Yeah, something super basic, but basically, yeah.
But I love the idea of having everybody say, I'm a Superwoman, because then that's what's going to really bring it together. My name's Lisa B. I'm from San Francisco. I'm a Superwoman. You know, like instead of being like, I'm all in, it's, I'm a Superwoman.
Yeah, it's kind of like LT's all in video.
Yeah, which I love.
Just different line.
Bye, have fun. See you later.
Awesome. Okay, we'll definitely work on these videos in August so that we can have them done, ready to launch in September. All right, ladies. Well, it's coming up on the top of the hour. I got to run.
I got to run too.
Babies are.
Love seeing you guys.
Lily, can I ask you for one quick thing? Your intro and outro, can you send it like into our group so that we can hear it?
Yeah, we want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we will need to create more than one intro and outro because we can't always reuse the same ones, and then it gives us more call to actions.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you ladies about that because I was recording the call to actions and just wanted to get some ideas for script ideas that you think, because you guys have been doing all the research and listening to all these podcasts. Okay. So if you want to just put something together for me, then I can record over it because I've just been doing them in GarageBand.
Just like write something out.
Yeah. Some different things that you think.
Oh, recording audio in GarageBand. That's perfect.
Well, do we have a tagline?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We got to work on it.
We'll work on it.
With the podcast and the ebook, I think there should be very tightly
congruent messages.
Yeah, like, there should be like a main title and then your tagline, so then we can say it in the intro. The intro, like, hey.
I still think it should be something to do with superpowers. That's my take on it. I don't know what it should say exactly, but I think it's
blessing you with
Unleashing the superpower
Unleashing
within.
your superpowers, or let us help you bring out your own superpower. Something
Ignite
relating.
the superhero, the superwoman inside her. Something.
God, yeah, something right
Why don't
along
we
those
create?
lines.
Fuel the superwoman power in
Why
you.
don't we?
Something like
Why
that.
don't we?
Ignite. Ignite is such a hot word.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
on fire.
Well, that's a guy
So
from.
why don't we create a thread
Yes.
as well in the group, in the elite
So
group,
we don't
that's
forget
also
any of
about
these.
getting
Okay.
clear on the
Yes.
call to action as well as the taglines. Yeah.
Also, like
Yeah,
And the
do
title.
it. Definitely.
yeah, like the artwork too. Like we have to make sure when we do the artwork in the iTunes, like the iTunes directory, it should be really clear because it's really small when you see it. So like the font has to be clear, and it's
Well, I haven't seen what you guys are what you guys worked on. I don't know if you went beyond that one with the faces, but I'd love to see what you guys kind of come up with.
The one that we were looking at is a very simple one you created with just Superwomen Connection and our logo. So maybe if you can revamp that one just to make it more clear, because
we don't
I can. You mean the one that has like the upper and then the lower arch?
Yeah.
I can make that less squishy because it's very squishy.
Yeah. You just have to see it from like an iTunes library if someone can see it and like recognize
different fonts.
Do you like that? So it has it has the symbol in the center, and then it has Superwoman Connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even if we make like the symbol a little bigger and the font bigger, just so that it's clear.
Okay.
When they see it.
Is there a size that I'm working with?
Whatever's in the iTunes library, I don't know how big that is.
It's a square, though, right?
Yeah, it's a small square.
Okay, as long as it's a square, I can work with that. All right, yeah, I'll play around. I can make, yeah. Do you guys like for the lettering color? What do you think? Because that gold is very heavy.
I just think really clean, easy to
All right, well,
read.
I'll come up with a couple different things, and then we can just
sounds good.
Okay, no problem. I can definitely do that.
Ladies for being here.
Thank you guys so much.
We
Appreciate it. Gotta go too.
We'll post everything in the thread, and that way we can all talk about it and communicate more on that there.
Can I just say one very quick thing, besides that I love you all so much? There's about 50 some odd ladies trying to get into the Superwoman Connection group. I don't know if we just want to let them all in and have a party, or what. Anyone wants to deal with it.
Well, if it's a free group, it should be fine, right?
Yeah, I say just let them in.
Just let them all in.
As long as they're a woman, I mean, I see guys.
There are at least 50, and I haven't looked today, but they're piling up. They're piling up big time.
It's a free group, so I think it should be fine.
Okay, so we don't need to send them any letters and stuff.
No, that's
only when they spam. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been watching spam, keeping a little policing on it here and there when I see it. I knock it out, but the group's been pretty quiet lately, so I think bring in some new blood.
Yeah, for sure. And
I actually brought
really
in
get them pumped up about all the excitement of all the stuff that we have going, the things that are coming down the plate.
I think we should leak out some stuff about what we're doing too.
Yeah, maybe we should leak this video. I think it should be leaked. All right, ladies, I gotta run.
Okay, love you too. I gotta run too.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye all.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Love you guys.
Bye.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Oh.
In Vegas.
Ah.